Hey, hi, Lisa Marie here, and Todd. We are going to continue reading in our book, I'll Start Again Monday by Lysa Terkeurst. And the subtitle is called Break the Cycle of Unhealthy Eating Habits with Lasting Spiritual Satisfaction. I want that. We are now going to start chapter 1, page 1, and the title is What's Really Going On Here? Oh, let me press start. Start on the timer. Several years ago, a weight loss company came up with a brilliant advertising campaign. Maybe you saw some of their ads. A little orange monster chases a woman around, tempting and taunting her with food that obviously aren't a part of a healthy eating plan. The ads perfectly captured what it feels like to be harassed by cravings all day long. Hey! While the orange monster is a great way to visualize cravings, the ads fall short in their promise to really help a woman. The weight loss company's theory is to teach what foods are more filling and encourage consumption of those. Hey! But does that really help overcome cravings? For me, it does not. Simply telling me to eat healthier foods that will help me feel fuller longer doesn't address the heart of the matter. I can feel full after a meal and still crave chocolate pie for dessert. Just feeling full isn't the answer to sticking with a healthy eating plan. Amen. So what's really going on here? I believe God made us to crave. Now, before you think this is some sort of cruel joke by God, let me assure you that the object of our craving was never supposed to be food or other things people find themselves consumed by, such as sex or money or chasing after significance. Think about the definition of the word craving. Dictionary.com defines craving as, quote, something you long for, want greatly, desire eagerly, and beg for, unquote. Now, consider this expression of craving. How lovely is your dwelling place, Lord Almighty. My soul yearns, even faints, for the courts of the Lord. My heart and my flesh cry out for the living God. In Psalms 84, 1 and 2. Yes, we were made to crave, long for, want greatly, desire eagerly, and beg for God. Only God. But Satan wants to replace our craving for God with something else. Here's what the Bible has to say about this. In 1 John 2, 15 and 16, do not love the world or anything in the world. For everything in the world, the cravings of sinful man, the lust of his eyes, and the boasting of what he has and does, comes not from the Father, but from the world. The passage details 3 ways that Satan tries to lure us away from loving God. 1, the cravings of the sinful man. 2, the lusts of the eyes. And 3, the boasting of what he has or does. Let's define these things. According to the commentary in my Life Application Study Bible, the NIV version, cravings says trying to get our physical desires met outside of the will of God. Lust of the eyes says trying to get our material desires met outside of the will of God. And boasting says trying to get our need for significance. Remember Eve studying her story? I realized how intentionally Satan chooses his tactics. He knows where we are weak. He desires to lure us away from God, and he knows what works. When the woman saw that the fruit of the tree was good for food, cravings of the sinful man, and pleasing to the eye, lust of the eyes, and also desirable for gaining wisdom, boasting of what she has or does, she took some of it and ate. Genesis 3:6. Eve was tempted in precisely the same 3 ways that the 1 John passage warns us about. But it doesn't stop there. Look at how Jesus was tempted. Then Jesus was led by the Spirit into the wilderness to be tempted by the devil. After fasting 40 days and 40 nights, he was hungry. The tempter came to him and said, "If you are the Son of God, tell these stones to become bread." Jesus answered, "It is written," yeah, chocolate, right? "It is written, man does not live on bread alone, but on every word that comes from the mouth of God." Then the devil took him to the holy city and had him stand on the highest point of the temple. "If you are the Son of God," he said, "throw yourself down, for it is written, he will command his angels concerning you, and they will lift you up in their hands, so that you will not strike your foot against a stone." Jesus answered him, "It is also written, do not put the Lord your God to the test." Again, the devil took him to a very high mountain and showed him all the kingdoms of the world and their splendor. "All this I will give you, if you will bow down and worship me." Jesus said to him, "Away from me, Satan, for it is written, worship the Lord your God and serve him only." Then the devil left him, and angels came and attended to him. That's in Matthew 4, 1-11. Again, the pattern of temptation is the same. First, cravings. Satan appealed to Jesus' physical cravings for food. Second, lust for the eyes. The devil promised Jesus an entire kingdoms if he would bow down to the god of materialism. And third, the boastings. The enemy enticed Jesus to prove his significance by forcing God to command angels to save him. Let me read this next little part. But here's the significant difference between Eve and Jesus. Eve was saturated with the object of her desire. Jesus was saturated with God's truth. What? Oh my gosh. Okay, so I'm sorry I didn't reset it. Read 5 minutes, chit chat 5 minutes, so now it's less. What do you think about that? Have you ever thought that our temptations that come our way are in just these 3 areas, and those 3 areas cover a ginormous part of everything? I hadn't thought of it that way, but now that she puts it that way, I am. And I really like the fact that she says just having the picture or visualization of what it's like to be tempted by foods all day doesn't make us not crave them any more than we do. Like she said, I can feel full after a meal and still crave chocolate pie for dessert. Just feeling full isn't the answer to sticking with a healthy eating plan. That hit me kind of hard. But that we need to actually, we're made to crave, and we just need to crave God and his word. And what do you think about the dictionary and what it says the definition of craving is? Something you long for, want greatly, desire eagerly, and beg for. Right. You know, even if it's in private or in secret. A lot of us had an old habit, an old pattern of not eating in front of others, maybe going all day without eating because we didn't want others to see what we did or didn't eat, or to judge us and for us to feel ashamed or guilty or whatever. So what did we do? What did I do? Ate in silence, ate in secret, truly hid a lot of things. And oddly enough, it showed on the outside. Yeah, that's just how we are. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Right, and even unnecessary foods. I bet that's coming. I'm sure that's coming. I really like how she reminds us that even though the devil or Satan attacks us, and he knows where to attack us because he knows what our weaknesses are, and he attacks us the same way all the time. It's something we're craving, something that we're lusting with our eyes, or something that we feel we need significance for, and all of which he attacks when we are focused on those things outside of the will of God. What? Incredible. I'm just, that just hit me really hard. But I really also like the fact that even though she broke it down and retold us the story of when Jesus was tempted, I love that end phrase. But here's the significant difference between Eve and Jesus. Eve was saturated with the object of her desire. Jesus was saturated with God's truth. And it just hit me. I feel like I'm saturated with the desire to be back to my lowest weight and be healthy and active and functioning and all of that stuff that felt so good 40 pounds ago. Yet I didn't say, oh, I want to be saturated in God's truth. Whoops. And ouch. I have a feeling that's kind of the root of all of this, that we need to have that difference inside us to be able to draw from and pull from. And like she said in the introduction, I mean, we literally have to pray for and ask for God to give us the desire to want to choose healthy and be healthy, which means we also have to want to and desire to not choose the unhealthy options, right? And that's going to be a daily task. That's going to be a daily struggle. Just like our eating plan after surgery, it's lifelong. It's the choices that we need to make lifelong. Health isn't this long. Health is for the rest of our life, right? And in order for us to be healthy for the rest of our life, guess what? We need to make healthy choices. And that means mentally, physically, and spiritually. So I hope, look at that, perfect timing. I hope you will continue to join me. Oh my gosh, today's Friday. So on Monday, where we will pick up here and finish reading in chapter 1. We just finished, on page 5. I didn't get very far. That's a lot of meaty stuff. So on Monday, we'll pick up on chapter 5, and it looks, or chapter 1, page 5, and we may even get into chapter 2, which is replacing my cravings. I want to know how, I want to know what. If you want to follow along or you want to read ahead because, oh my gosh, this is just talking to you so much, I got it on Amazon, really easy, and it's I'll Start Again Monday by Lysa Terkeurst, and I think it was like $12, $10, I don't know, sorry. I ordered it because I just ordered it. There you are. Happy Friday. Have a great weekend, and just start thinking that way. Just start realizing that all of those things that come at us and attack us on those 3 levels are the devil's way of working his way into those 3 things. But our craving needs to be for him, not all this other stuff that the devil throws at us. So have a great weekend. Enjoy yourselves. If you're in a nice weather place like we are, enjoy it. If you're in a cold place, you know what? Enjoy that too, because it's not going to last very long, and pretty soon it's going to be stinking hot. So have a good one. I'll talk to you later. Love ya. Bye.